On a sizzling hot 91-degree day, we welcome you to McCowan Field in Jefferson City, Tennessee for a non-conference clash in this midweek contest between Carson-Newman in search of getting back in the win column after a weekend loss to Montevallo, taking on Union, who comes in 0-2. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagles Sports Network. So glad you could join me and make me a part of your Wednesday afternoon. It is a toasty one on the banks of Mossy Creek, 91 degrees, but it feels like it's 100 plus. So with that in mind, we're going to have two hydration breaks through this first half and second half at the 30-minute mark and the 15-minute mark. But before we get to today, we'll take a look back at on Saturday when Carson-Newman had its home opener against Montevallo. Fell 4-1 against the Falcons. They're trying to get back in the win column after a season-opening win against Young Harris last week. Meanwhile, for Union, 0-2 with losses to Western Kentucky and McKendree. We'll have more on the other side of this break on the Eagles Sports Network. Back in Jefferson City, Tennessee for Carson-Newman against Union. Leading the charge for Carson-Newman is Olivia Shannon. The freshman became the first Lady Eagle freshman to win SAC Offensive Player of the Week since Sydney Duncan on October 26, 2021. Shannon, through the first two games, has 4 points, has a goal that she picked up in the opener against Young Harris. Also had an assist on the season's opening goal to Sifa Morgan, and there is Shannon capitalizing against Young Harris right on the doorstep. And then most recently in Carson-Newman's home opener against Montevallo, she tacked on another assist, setting up Malia Kim with Kim's first of the year. Looking at both of these teams coming into today's contest, goals haven't been coming in bunches to start this season, especially for Union. Just one goal through the first two games. They shut out against Western Kentucky. As for Carson-Newman, 2 goals against Young Harris, got one in the second half against Montevallo in that 4-1 loss. They're looking for a stronger offensive output with a lot of question marks in the attacking third for the Eagles. As for Union, a lot of pieces are back from last season under fifth-year head coach Josh Alford, but they're going to try and right the ship coming into this midweek clash with the Eagles. Series history tied 1-1. It's the third all-time meeting when we come back between these two sides on the Eagles Sports Network. nearing closer to kickoff between Carson-Newman and Union on this Wednesday afternoon on the banks of Mossy Creek. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagle Sports Network. So glad you could join me. Carson-Newman trying to get back in the win column after falling 4-1 to Montevallo over the weekend. As for Union, 0-2 at the Gulf South. They won last year's meeting to open up the 2025 season. Now they try to get their first win on the road here at McCowan Field at Wayne and Beth Harvey Stadium in Jefferson City, Tennessee. Some changes for Simon Duffy and this Carson-Newman squad coming into today's starting 11. As we'll dive into it as they begin the walkout. Defensively, no changes. Iris Palsdottir, Kendall Garber, Carly Pettit, Elena Corbett on the back line. But some changes in the midfield for Simon Duffy's squad. Olivia Shannon starts again with Malia Kim, but joining those two will be Anamata Sanchez. The freshman will make her first career start, hailing from Knoxville, Tennessee. As does Lily Catalano, freshman out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, makes her first career start. And then up front will be Lila Kim and Sifa Morgan. Morgan went down with an injury at the end of the game against Montevallo. Good to see her back in the starting lineup. And Lila Kim, younger sister of Malia Kim, rounds out the attacking two for Carson-Newman. As for Montevallo, Rebecca Jackson starts alongside Paige Blackburn with Brinley Linenbringer. Irene Arias is the lone goal scorer this season for the Bulldogs, gets the nod in the midfield. Caitlin Conway also starts in the midfield, a transfer from Barry in her first season with the Lady Bulldogs. Mia Duncan starts defensively with Tessa Erzin. Also starting up front, Ebba Dutalio. And on the back lines, Bethany Guinness with Sydney Beck. Looking in goal for these two sides, it is Olivia Henry for Carson-Newman, and Atia Lopez Rodriguez starts between the pipes for Union. Looking at our officials for today's matchup, the head official is Derek Aberzitius with Harold Rowell and Jeff Pott. The three officials that will be controlling the pace of this contest that will feature two hydration breaks with the Heat coming at the 15-minute mark and the 30-minute mark. Third all-time meeting between these two sides. We'll see what round three holds. Union won last year. Carson-Newman won in 2024. We got Invocation and National Anthem coming up next, and then it's kickoff between the Eagles and the Bulldogs on the Eagle Sports Network. We're all set for kickoff between Carson-Newman and Union on this very hot Wednesday afternoon at McCowan Field. 92 degrees, my Apple Watch now reads, as we get set for the third all-time meeting between Carson-Newman out of the SAC and Union from the Gulf South. Union won last year in the season opener at home for the Bulldogs, a 1-0 win. Meanwhile, the last meeting in Jefferson City came on September 7th, 2024. Carson-Newman 4-1 victors in that contest. Simon Duffy's in his 10th season at the helm for Carson-Newman, a 92, 44, and 19 mark in his tenure with the Eagles. 159, 151, and 29 overall in his coaching journey. Nolan Biddleman, Jessica Cable, and Wayne Harvey, his assistants. Meanwhile, for Union, Josh Alford mans the helm for the 5th season with the Bulldogs. He's the 4th coach in program history for the Bulldogs. Guided Union to its first ever NCAA tournament as the 4 seed in the South in 2024, but they missed out on the tournament last season, going 4-7-4 with a 3-7-2 mark in the Gulf South. They missed the Gulf South tournament. 2024, one of the best seasons ever for Union, best at the Division II level. Most wins in program history at the D2 level, and most since Union won 12 matches in 2011 before they made the jump up to Division II. As his squad looks to get in the win column for the first time this season, 0-2 with losses to Western Kentucky and McKendree, both on the road. This marks their 3rd consecutive road contest, and they will continue that trend with 5 straight games on the road to begin the 2026 season. As for Carson-Newman, back-to-back home matches. They're looking to come out stronger. Simon Duffy talked about just having those extra days of rest. There was 1 day off between the opening match against Young Harris before they welcomed a very talented Montevallo squad. The Falcons, that was just their first match of the season, so Simon Duffy wishes that he could have played them on more equal footing, felt it could have been a better contest as he comes out in a 4-3-3 set. Olivia Shannon will get us underway. Has Sifa Morgan and Lila Kim with her. Anamata Sanchez, Malia Kim, and Iris Palsdottir command the midfield. 2 high pushing wingbacks in Carly Pettit and Lily Catalanato, with Kendall Garber and Elena Corbett anchoring the center back positions. It's back to Olivia Henry, and we are underway between Carson-Newman and Union. Carson-Newman in the home white uniforms with blue pants. Union rocking the all-black look on this very hot day in Jefferson City, Tennessee. Pettit pushing into the midfield. Expect some tactically some different looks for Carson-Newman. Simon Duffy talked to me about it post-game against Montevallo. Just felt like they weren't tactically prepared to take on such a high-pressuring Montevallo squad. And that is what has led to these changes in the midfield. Connie Herron had started each of the first 2 matches. She's starting on the bench today along with Emma Rainey, leading to Sanchez in the midfield and Catalanato defensively getting the nods. Garber a touch through the midfield, finds Malia Kim, one of 2 captains for the Eagles this season. Palsdottir and Kim wearing the neon green armbands.
Stay wide in the press. Liv is going to step.
As for Union, they're in a similar 4-3-3 formation. As Sanchez finds some space along the far side and settles it into Shannon. Paige Blackburn with Ava Dutalo, who had some pressure there for Kendall Garber. A block pass, and it settles with Malia Kim. Brindley Lindenberger in the midfield at that central attacking midfielder position. Rebecca Jackson rounds out the front 3 for Union. Linenberger, Duncan, and Conway in the midfield for Union as Sifa Morgan gets a step on the back line. Morgan into the box, an early tester, and a big save made by Anita Lopez Rodriguez, the senior out of Spain. Quick to react off the front line, and it will be a goal kick, it appears to be ruled.
Wide, Lily, wide, Lily.
Emma, go!
Get out! Good, check back down, nice and easy. Come.
Go!
Jumping into the passing lane there was
Emma, we need more!
Tessa
Emma,
Urzen.
release and go! Release and go, Emma!
Hey, lads, come on.
as we're back underway. Union holding defensively, trying to work it through the midfield. An out wide pass finds the run of Bethany Guinness. Through ball up to Rebecca Jackson into the final third. In swinging ball towards the box. It's kicked around and cleared away by Catalanato. Some dangerous moments for Carson-Newman on the back lines. And it's cleared up into the midfield. Ball back into the box. Garber slides across, heads it away for a moment. Another header before taking a hit, and she'll go down on a foul.
It's right there for you!
It was Rebecca Jackson that bumped into Kendall Garber. And so a free kick coming for Carson-Newman as we've crossed through the first 5 minutes.
Go, Bryn! Tighter, Bryn! Tighter, Bryn!
Corbett under some pressure, a heavy touch, and it's blocked away, but for a moment by Rebecca Jackson. Carly Bennett, the long throw in.
Post, Lily.
Lays it off. Morgan trying to turn into some space. It's kicked out, and it'll be a corner kick for Carson-Newman. It is Anawata Sanchez that will have the corner for Carson-Newman. In swinging ball with the right foot towards the back post. It's headed down. The rebound is catched in. Sifa Morgan. Carson-Newman strikes first and strikes early. Sifa Morgan with her second of the season. And she's in on a 3-0 goal for Carson-Newman.
Lila, excellent.
Settling in the midfield, finds Malia Kim.
Go on, Lily. Lila,
That's out wide to Catalanato. Lila Kim now settles up on the wing. A through ball to Anamata Sanchez. Turns back to Catalanato. Back to Malia Kim. Some one-touch passing. It's out wide to Catalanato, but she can't get there.
Great idea!
Carson-Newman striking first on a goal from Sifa Morgan off of the first corner kick of the game. And when Carson-Newman scores first, they are 59-5-7 under head coach Simon Duffy. So important for them to get that first goal. On the flip side, they are 9-34-7 when they concede first. Setting the tone and setting the pace of play so far through the first 9 minutes against Union. Fell behind early against Montevallo and struggled to find their footing in that contest. Simon Duffy talked about the short rest, just the 1 day off in between Young Harris and Montevallo. Had that Friday off before being back in action on that Saturday. And getting the extra days of rest, having Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday off. This team seems to have some more life into it as Olivia Shannon with a nice move finds some space. Lays it off to Sanchez. Turns back. Right-footed shot is blocked away by Conway. And cleared ever so slightly for Union, but Sanchez gets a foot in. A back heel to Pettit. Switches to the near side. It settles with Catalanato, who's had an impressive roll through these first 10 minutes. Lila Kim doesn't have any space to turn. And Union with some numbers back the other way. Out wide to Blackburn. Back into the middle. Reinforcements come in. Blackburn shields away from Pettit. Comes out wide. It's to Erzin. Erzin into the box. Put down by the penalty spot. Kim and Catalanato take away a pass, but quickly back into some pressure. Jackson turns, clips one into the box. Corbett meets it. And Sanchez clips it higher up to Morgan. Out wide to Powell's daughter with some space. Settles and turns into the midfield with Olivia Shannon. Out wide to Catalanato. Pass it into some space. She was looking for Kim. But Mia Duncan turns and goes back to her goalkeeper in Anita Lopez Rodriguez. Corbett pushes it ahead. Garber finds Kim in some space and out wide to Catalanato once again. Carson-Newman's been building play through the wing backs, whether it be Pettit or Catalanato in the early goings of this contest. A long clip through ball. Here's Powell's daughter charging into the box. And it's cleared out. It will be a Carson-Newman throw-in tucked into the corner. Look at the most recent chance for Union. Garber got a foot in. And then Corbett was there to close off a chance for Jackson. Tried to get a return feed to Blackburn. Into Lila Kim, loses possession.
No turn, no turn, no turn.
And it's up to Blackburn. Lays it back in the midfield. Clipped up ahead, there's Corbett. Pettit touches it along to Sanchez. Turns into some space, and it's Pettit on the wing.
Yes, Lily, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone.
Powell's daughter trying to go down the line looking for Catalanato. Union is there and clears it up the line. It'll be a Carson-Newman throw nearing the 32-minute mark.
Hey, great stuff, White. Keep it up. Keep the quality high.
Flipped into the middle. It's Malia Kim. Out to Powell's daughter. One touch pass to Catalanato. Powell's daughter pushes it along, looking to get Catalanato, but it's just out of reach for her. And it goes out for a goal kick. And Simon Duffy loving the play from his freshman Lily Catalanato in these first 14 minutes. Freshman, product out of the Baylor School in Chattanooga.
Good, Lila. Good, Lila.
One of the top programs in the Southeast, especially in the state of Tennessee, consistently competing for state championships across all sports. Catalanato was a 3-time All-State honoree, All-Region, and a 3-time state champion with the Baylor School. So here's a chance as it's clipped into the middle. There's Shannon running free, tries to get by, and her first touch a little off the mark, and Lopez Rodriguez scampers to claim it. Good work by Tessa Erzin, closing off a chance for Olivia Shannon. As a redirection gives some space here for Union. Jackson sidesteps Corbett. Jackson into the box, gets to her left foot, lets it go, and ties it up.
Well done! Emma, good run! Good, good!
Rebecca Jackson finds the equalizer.
Well done, Black!
And Union has tied this contest up at 1 with 30-21 left to go. Great individual effort from Jackson, just able to clip it over the head of Olivia Henry. Ties us up at 1 apiece, and we hit our first hydration break of the afternoon. 1-1 through the first 15 here on the Eagle Sports Network. An exciting first 15 here on the Eagle Sports Network. Carson-Newman and Union tied at 1. It started with Sifa Morgan capitalizing off some ricochets on a corner. And then most recently, Rebecca Jackson just moments ago finds the equalizer for Union and has us tied at 1 as we hit our first hydration break. Jackson with her first of the season, second goal overall for the Bulldogs this season, and the 14th in her illustrious career, most goals among active players for Union. So Olivia Shannon will get us back underway here on after the goal from Union. 30-21 left to go in this first half. Tied at 1. It was Morgan, and then it was Jackson. And now out of the first hydration break, we'll see who comes out with the quicker step. It's been Carson-Newman for much of this first third of the half. There was a quick counterattack spearheaded by Rebecca Jackson that got Union on the board. There is Jackson out wide, trying to cut back in towards the middle. Gets past Corbett. Jackson on the right foot, and it's swallowed up by Olivia Henry. Positioning herself well. Catalanato able to get past Blackburn and settles it off to Lila Kim, but the return feed is not there. Tessa Erzin has the throw in. Headed out, and she'll creep a little closer down the near touchline. Jackson, the goal scorer, the lone Bulldog to pick up preseason All Gulf South honors. Bulldogs trying to get back into the NCAA tournament. They missed out last season, made it in 2024 for the first time in program history. And they were going to have some work to do. They were picked to finish 9th out of the 12 teams out of the Gulf South. In comparison to Montevallo, who Carson-Newman saw over the weekend, who was picked to finish 2nd. Has been a consistent power atop the Gulf South soccer scene. A poor pass to the back line by Pettit. Take it away. And a touch out wide to Jackson, but Corbett will be the first one to it. It'll be out for a Union throw-in. Comes to the back with Guinness. And Duncan makes a charge into the middle, trying to loft one through. Shannon eats it off the shoulder. And goes out wide to Catalanato.
Dave, push someone on. Dave, push someone on.
Pass up along the wing. And it's with Paige Blackburn.
You got it!
Bumped by Catalanato. Finds some space and an out wide through ball. To the run of Beck into the box. And Henry's right there to scoop it up. Corbett with a lovely lofted ball up to Catalanato with some space, but Kim quickly hounded and retreats back to her goaltender and Henry. Boots it up into Lila Kim, who heads it along to Shannon. Shannon out wide to Morgan, charging past Beck. Morgan slides with her left foot, and it's on Cage, but Lopez Rodriguez with no troubles. Bounces to the back line with Garber.
Yes, Emma! Good, Emma!
Trying to turn from Dutuleo. It's with Kim now in the middle for Carson-Newman and out wide to Corbett, who's got some space. A very seasoned back line for Carson-Newman. As Corbett looks to find Pettit up the wing, and it's too far out of reach. This is the 53rd start for Carly Pettit in her Carson-Newman career, or 53rd game played, I should say, rather. 34th start, the most experienced Eagle defensively. Heavy touch off the shoulder by Blackburn as Palsdotter turns back to Corbett. Carson-Newman tries to work through defensively, but a tough pass by Garber is able to momentarily avenge that miscue, but it finds Rebecca Jackson. Blackburn working against Corbett, waiting for reinforcements to come in. Goes into the final third. Back out wide to Blackburn. Trying to work with Linenbringer. Linenbringer, a low cross in. Skips wide. It's a goal kick as we've got some subs set to come in. Whether they bring them in or not. I will bring one in. A pair will come in as Eba Dutulio checks out, as does Paige Blackburn. In comes Patri Ardana, along with Michelle Lesmes Diaz. As Corbett's goal kick comes out wide to Catalanato, and a quick turnover as Erzin turns back to Duncan. Garber's there to meet the through ball. It's out for a throw-in.
Come on, girl.
Turnover in the midfield by Ardana. Goes back to Olivia Henry. Henry looking for Sanchez in the midfield, deflects towards Morgan. Palsdotter not there in time, and Carly Pettit with a nice read on a pass, touches it along to Palsdotter in some space.
One more. Who's in the channel?
Garber into Kim. Poor pass, but Garber is able to read it and thwart that chance for the Bulldogs.
That was a good idea, Tess.
Corbett steps in, clips it along to Shannon.
Keep going, Lily. Keep going, Lily. Keep going, Lily.
Palsdotter to Kim, and out wide looking for Catalanato. Too much steam, it goes out. Nice Diaz into the middle. Linenbringer turns, finds some space, looking to go out wide for Jackson.
Come on, Bryn, that's a good idea.
Pettit with good angles.
Well done.
Sends it out for
Good try, good try.
a throw-in. She was able to turn Jackson away from the ball. Another throw-in upcoming here for Union. And is Sydney back along the far side. Possession's been controlled by Carson-Newman ever so slightly, 53% to Union's 47. As Corbett clears it up along the line, and our very own Joel McDevitt with a good reaction. It's another throw-in for Union, though, as back goes long. Headed out by Palsdotter. Start number 48 for Iris Palsdotter. She has started all contests that she has appeared in an Eagle uniform. At the full 90 minutes against Montevallo. As Mia Duncan comes into some space. Clips one in towards the box. Headed out by Corbett. Morgan, who had the game's first goal off a corner, goes back to Corbett, who boots it further up ahead. Kim controls, goes back to Corbett. Sends it all the way back to Olivia Henry. Flips it into some space. It settles with Malia Kim, who goes down the line to Catalanato. And a poor touch sees it go out. Throw in along the near side. Into the midfield. Morgan jumps in front of a lane. That comes to her. Tries to go out wide to Powell's daughter. Beck with a nice read. Comes into some space. Flips it up ahead. Here's Rebecca Jackson. Trying to turn away from Corbett. She finds help in Ardana. Hounded by Carly Pettit. Traverses back to Beck. A rounded cross cleared up by Corbett. Lindenbringer holding back, finds Arias.
Good test, keep asking for it.
Union staying patient along the back.
Good.
Lofted through ball is over the head of Les Mace Diaz, and it will be a goal kick for Carson-Newman. A trio of substitutions coming in.
Sit. Good runs, just make those crosses count. Come on.
Emma Rainey checks in for Kendall Garber. Sifa Morgan comes out, and in comes Josephine Olesen. And Brooke Bolton will make her first appearance in 2026. Did not play in either the first two contests against Young Harris or Montevallo, but another forward that is back from last season, smartly headed back by Corbett. Henry's able to claim it with her hands. Henry goes short into Shannon, who has come back to try and kickstart something in the middle for Carson-Newman as Pettit plays it down the line. Brooke Bolton fresh off the bench, hounding Bethany Guinness. As Beck turns back and Guinness clears it up into the middle.
Bethany. Connect going backwards too.
Duncan wins the battle with Bolton. It goes out wide, and there's Pettit on it once again. Powell's daughter trying to control in the midfield. Arias takes it away and is rewarded with a Union throw-in. Emma Rainey has slotted into a center back position and played in the wing back role in her first two starts and the first two contests for the Eagles. Bolton steps in a lane. Shannon is there to take it away. Plays it up ahead to Bolton with some space. Hesitates, now goes into the box. Cleared out for a throw-in by Union. 16:36 to go. Connie Harrod will check in, as does Ava Rose. And Amanda Valadares. Pettit, Catalanato, and Powell's daughter check out, as three more subs are made for Carson-Newman. Rose on the throw-in. Lobs it into the box. Reflected around, and it will be a corner for Carson-Newman. Connie Harrod is the one that collects the ball and sets up along the near side corner. Second corner for Carson-Newman. They scored a goal. Sifa Morgan off a deflection. Made it 1-0. Heron towards the near post. Nobody's able to get on the other end of it. And it goes all the way towards the other side for a Union throw-in. Union will build this from the back. Out wide, Erzin has some space. Looking for a through ball. It's cleared out by Ava Rose as we hit 15 minutes on the mark, and that cues our second hydration break. It was 1-1 after the first 15 minutes, and now after the second 15, the score remains the same. 1-1 between Carson-Newman and Union. We'll take another quick break here on the Eagles Sports Network. Rest of the first half on the way after this. Back on the Eagles Sports Network, it is 1-1 between Carson-Newman and Union in this non-conference clash on a very hot Wednesday afternoon. Coming out of our second hydration break. It was an eventful first 15 that led into the first hydration break. But not so much going on in that second one. Some chances for both sides, but nothing to show for it after 2 goals in the first 15 minutes. First one came from Sifa Morgan off a corner, then the next was Rebecca Jackson with an excellent solo effort. As we're back underway, and some changes have been made for both sides. 6 for Carson-Newman. And a couple made for Union as Arias checks in and gets in front of one. Ardana the cross in, Rainey meets it, comes out to the edge of the box where Arias has a crack at it. It's deflected out, and it's a goal kick for Carson-Newman. Corbett will have a goal kick for the Eagles. Senior out of Knoxville, Tennessee, with the full 90 against Montevallo, 84 against Young Harris. Sloppy touch for Ava Rose. It goes out, and Union will have a throw-in. And the attacking third for the Bulldogs. Olesen Turns back into Bolton. And clipped up ahead by Caitlin Conway. Ardana hounded by Rainey. Shadowing her. Rainey loses her footing. Ardana into the box. Jackson turns, gets to her right foot, lays it back to Arias, and there is Henry with a nice save. Good passing by the Bulldogs to find a good pocket of space. That curling ball controlled by the sophomore goalkeeper.
Well done, Black. Well done, Black.
Change for both sides as Lila Sims will replace Anamata Sanchez. Rebecca Jackson comes out, and in comes Samantha Kirker. Also, Brindley Lindenberger out. Isla Butte will come in for the Bulldogs. Malia Kim in troubles, finds Connie Herron, and into some space, it's Lila Sims. Hesitates for a moment. Turns back to Bolton, who tries to lay it back to Sims, but instead, Arias is there. Through ball, intercepted by Rainey for a moment. And Rose with a nice read finds some space into the feet of Sims. Back out wide to Bolton. Or excuse me, that was Olison. Now it's at the feet of Sims, who goes down the line to Rose.
Come on, Brooke, get up there, Brooke.
Finds Olison, delaying, gets to Sims, and a slide tackle clears it out for a Carson-Newman throw. 12 minutes left to go in this first half. Looping ball to the back post, goes all the way towards the other side. And it's a Union throw-in. Five shots for both sides. 4 of them have been on target for both Union and Carson-Newman, and that's 3 saves for Henry and Lopez Rodriguez. Poor crossfield pass, a chance, and a through ball up to Ardana. Just a touch too much on it, and Corbett's able to steer it back to Henry, who clears it out. Tessa Erzin was the one trying to kickstart an opportunity there, jumping in front of the lane on an intended pass for Ava Rose. As Amanda Valadares kicks it out, it's another Union throw. Valadares, the lone transfer for Carson-Newman. There were 11 new players brought in after 12 members of last year's team either graduated or transferred. And 10 of the new faces, freshmen. Valadares, the lone transfer, played at the NAIA level last season with Bethel College. As it just goes to the right side of the corner flag, and so it's a coffin corner throw-in for Union. Trying to find some space. Lila Sims crunches in. So there looked to be a wasp in the press box, and Raina DeCrow murdered it. Oh my goodness. Thing was crunched. As it's a goal kick for Carson-Newman. Malia Kim off the goal kick goes back to Emma Rainey. I didn't know what to expect. She grabbed a notebook. Wasn't sure if she was going to attack me, but turns out there was a wasp in. She handled it quite well, as there's a ball clipped into the box. Henry goes out to deflect it away. Danger not averted yet. Now it is, as Corbett, with some patience, finds Connie Herron. Brooke Bolton trying to turn from Duncan, holds on. Back against the grain, it's cleared to the back line. And it's out for a Union throw. Isla Butte nearly had an opportunity to put Union in front with under 9 minutes to go in this first half. Henry along the ground to Malia Kim. A lot of the play has started along this near side, whether it's been Catalanato or now Ava Rose that is checked in.
Come on, Isla!
Up the line looking for Connie Herron. Mia Duncan jumps in front of it. But Duncan jousting for possession. A foul is called on Duncan. Possession given to Carson-Newman. Connie Herron, the freshman out of Newcastle, England, doing a good job to win possession for Carson-Newman. So Corbett has a good leg on her, can get this one into the box. Did something very similar last season. A last breath against Anderson. Game-tying goal that Molly Buckowitz scored. Malia Kim heads it towards Ava Rose. Cleared out for a throw-in. Ava Rose. Lila Sims trying to bruise her way into the middle. And it is out for a goal kick. Sims and Erzin. Erzin did a tremendous job shielding it away, and rather a foul is called. And so it'll be a free kick way down towards the touchline. Nia Duncan will send it up. Arias turns back and settles with Duncan. Into the middle, turning away is Conway from Kim. Lofted through ball. Valadares clips her heel onto it. Josephine Olesen turns back to Valadares. Valadares with a offline pass. Arias turns to Conway in some space. Holds for a moment, tries to go down the line. Erzin charging after it. Rainey is the first one to it, and it'll slowly trickle out for a throw. Lauren Butt will come in. She replaces Patri Ardana. But a sophomore out of Dayton, Tennessee, played in 5 games last year, totaling 52 minutes. This is her first appearance in this year's campaign. She's quickly onto the ball, trying to turn away from Emma Rainey. Malia Kim meets it in with a long through ball, trying to spring the chance of Josephine Olesen. The numbers back for Union. A nice touch along. Here's Butt charging into the box. Rose clips it for a moment. Now it's to Butt, and a block by Corbett. And clears it out for a Union throw-in. Some dangerous chances here for Union. With a calm, cool, collected veteran presence from Elena Corbett. Steers away that chance. Another throw coming for Union. Josh Alford complaining for a penalty call. Said that Butt was tripped up, and a grab by Lace Mace Diaz of Rainey wins a free kick for Carson-Newman. As we cross under 5 minutes to go in this first half. 2 goals in the first 15 minutes. First it was Sifa Morgan, 6:57 in, and then at 14:40 it was Rebecca Jackson. Corbett, a low-driven clearance, comes back towards the box where Shannon rises up to meet it. As it pinballs around in the midfield, Lila Sims clicks it into some space, and there is Olesen. Gets her head on it and keeps charging down the line. Olesen wins a throw-in for Carson-Newman in the attacking third. It was Bethany Guinness, step for step, clears it out. Valadares with the throw-in on the far side. Heron back to Sims. Touched into the middle. Brooke Bolton turns with the right foot. And Lopez Rodriguez climbs the ladder for another save. Fourth save for Antia Lopez Rodriguez. Malia Kim back to Rainey. Finds a pocket of space. And it's Olivia Shannon. Back to Sims. Deflects past Arias, but now a lofted through ball. Trying to spring the chance of Lauren Butt. It curls too close to Emma Rainey, and she goes back to her netminder Henry. Outline to Rose on the pass from Corbett. Along the line, it's Bolton back to Rose. Sims turns into the midfield, out wide looking for Heron, and the pass taken away by Guinness.
Isla, don't stop.
Rainey with a heavy touch. Isla Butte takes it away with a poor pass, and Sims tracking back, steals it away. 2 minutes left to go in this first half. 1-1 between Carson-Newman and Union in this non-conference clash. Third all-time meeting between these two sides. It was Union with the 1-0 winner last year. Last time these two faced off in Jefferson City, it was a 4-1 win for Carson-Newman. That was 2 years ago. Heron up to Rose. Doesn't have space to go to, so tracks back to Shannon, who's been all over the field. Wearing the number 10 in white. Shannon is really the fire starter in this lineup. Finds Olison with a good through ball. Back to Rose, but her heavy touch sees it come all the way back to Carson-Newman's defensive half. And Shannon take her time to go get it, as we're under a minute to go in this first half. Kim deflects it along. Bolton tracks back. Comes to Rose. Kim touches it to Bolton, who tries to get the return feed. As Erzin just finds a way to just stay with it. Comes to Butt in the final third. Ushered out of bounds by Rainey. It's a Union throw-in with 17 seconds to go. This Union staff looking for more urgency. Erzin into the box. Off the mark. It's a goal kick, and that is how the first half will come to a close. A goal for each side. First, it was Sifa Morgan off a corner kick. Broke this game open 6 minutes and 57 seconds in. And then it was Rebecca Jackson on a counterattack, taking it all the way herself. Ties it up with 14:40 mark into this half. We'll send it into the halftime break. We'll have first half highlights when we come back after this on the Eagle Sports Network. Through the first 45 minutes, it's 1-1 between Carson-Newman and Union in the South Atlantic Conference versus Gulf South battle on this Wednesday afternoon. We'll take a look back at the first half highlights between these two sides. Third all-time meeting between the Eagles and the Bulldogs, and it was the Carson-Newman striking first. Olivia Shannon heads it down, and Sifa Morgan, Johnny on the spot, capitalizes to make it 1-0 Carson-Newman. About 7 minutes later, it was Union that found the equalizer. Rebecca Jackson cuts in, and on the right foot, able to sneak it past Olivia Henry to even the scoring at 1 goal apiece. And that's it for the first half highlights. Those both happened within the first 15 minutes. Hit the first hydration break, and then even after the second hydration break, not a lot of excitement between these two sides. 6 shots apiece, though, between Union and Carson-Newman. 4 shots on goal for the Bulldogs, 5 for the Eagles. 4 saves from Lopez Rodriguez in net for Union. Olivia Henry, a trio of saves. 2 corners in this contest. Both have belonged to Carson-Newman. We'll have more from what's happening around Mossy Creek when we come back after this on the Eagle Sports Network. Back on the Eagles Sports Network, just over 9 minutes till we're back in action between Carson-Newman and Union. But if you've missed some action from what's been happening around Mossy Creek, well, we'll take you back to last night inside Holt Fieldhouse. Home opener, sack opener, and it was the 11E rivalry between Carson-Newman and Tusculum. The Eagles soaring to a 4-set win. Annie Dizikowski leading the charge for the volleyball team. Had 13 kills, no attacking errors. And Blair Cherry picked up her 3,000th career assist in the 4-set win over the Pioneers in the 11E rivalry. There's that moment for Blair Cherry. And it was a 4-set winner. With Emerson Osmus leading the charge in terms of team kills. Had 15 overall, and Blair Cherry on her historic night put a bow on things with a service ace as Carson-Newman opened up its homestand in 2026 with a 4-set win over its rivals up in Greenville. Later tonight, though, Carson-Newman men's soccer will be in action when they take on Trevecca Nazarene. The Eagles now ranked number 19 in the most recent poll. First time they've been ranked in quite some time. As Oscar Davey leads the charge for this men's soccer team. 2 goals in his debut weekend. First 2 career goals came on the same night. There was the first one against Nova Southeastern, a beautiful curler into the upper 90. And then he tacked on another goal later. And Carson-Newman's opening win. As Mac Hickman clicked it towards the back post, and waiting for it was Davey for 2 goals in his debut. Carson-Newman later drew that weekend a 2-2 draw against the 12th ranked team in the country in Palm Beach Atlantic. 2 beautiful goals, one from Mateus Ulrich de Silva from 30 plus yards out. Bends it into the bottom corner off a free kick. There's some serious talent on this men's soccer team. Ulrich de Silva, one of the marquee players brought in this offseason, and then a returner that's been doing it time and time again. It was Mitchell Honcup. Look at this strike from the edge of the box, crossbody, an equalizer. First time in over a decade that Carson-Newman has had 2 second-half equalizers. As they will open up the homestand against Trevecca Nazarene later this evening. Andrew Rogers will be on the call for the 19th ranked Carson-Newman men's soccer team. It is the first time that Carson-Newman has been ranked since October 18th, 2022. And they're led by Oscar Davey, SAC Offensive Player of the Week. First time in 5 years Carson-Newman's had an Offensive Player of the Week, men's soccer-wise. As second half action, just over 6 minutes away here on the Eagle Sports Network between Carson-Newman and Union. Back after this. Just over 3 minutes left to go till we're back in action between Carson-Newman and Union. Here on the Eagle Sports Network, Matt Scalzo with you. So glad you could join me. Dive into some first half stats before these two teams return to action. It is a hot one, 93 degrees, real feel over 100 between the Eagles and the Bulldogs, hence why there were 2 hydration breaks in the first half, and that will follow suit again in the second at the 15-minute mark and then the 30-minute mark. Look at the first half stats. Goals even, 1-1 between Carson-Newman and Union. Shots also deadlocked, 6 shots apiece. 5 shots on goal for Carson-Newman, just 1 over Union, who's got 4. And the saves for both Olivia Henry and Ancia Lopez Rodriguez. They've been quick off their marks. 3 fouls on Union, just 1 against Carson-Newman in that first half. Stat not shown. Corners, 2 for Carson-Newman, none for Union. And the Eagles with a slight edge in terms of possession, 52% through the first 45 minutes. Head to another quick break, and then it's the second half between Carson-Newman and Union after this on the Eagle Sports Network. Through the first 45 minutes, it's tied 1-1 between Carson-Newman and Union in the South Atlantic Conference vs. Gulf South battle on this Wednesday afternoon along the banks of Mossy Creek. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagle Sports Network. So glad you could join me and make me a part of your Wednesday afternoon. 90-plus degrees with a real feel above 100 on the hot turf here at McCowan Field. So 2 more hydration breaks on tap in the second half, 15-minute mark and the 30-minute mark. Same starters to begin the second half for Union, but 1 slight change for Carson-Newman. Emma Rainey will stay in at center back in place of Kendall Garber. That change was made around the midway point of the first half. As these two sides look to see who will pull away in the second half, or if they'll tie for the first time in this series history. 3rd all-time meeting between the Eagles and the Bulldogs. Union won last year 1-0. Carson-Newman had a 4-1 decision 2 years ago at this very stadium. Sifa Morgan had the first goal, 6 minutes and 57 seconds in. Had a couple chances throughout the rest of the half. As for Union, it was Rebecca Jackson with a solo effort to get in towards the penalty area and find its way past Olivia Henry to even the scoring, 1 apiece. As the Bulldogs break towards the field, our officials out there and getting set. Haven't had to issue any cards. There's been 4 total fouls, 3 against Union, 1 on Carson-Newman. Derek Amborzitis, Harold Rowell, and Jeffrey Pott. Amborzitis, the head official in this contest. Union will kick off to begin the second as Carson-Newman breaks its huddle and disperses to their spots. A 4-3-3 for Carson-Newman. And then right now a 3-2-5 to begin this Or 4-2-4, excuse me. Miscounted myself for Union to get things going. Hiding off to the side was Sidney Beck, one of the wingbacks. 52% possession for Carson-Newman in that first half. 6 shots aside. As it's clipped into the middle, and Corbett able to pick it off. Just out of reach for Malia Kim. Her sister Lila pinching in, as is Carly Pettit. And it switches field to Iris Palsdottir, looking to find the run of Lily Catalanato. She turns back, goes to Elena Corbett. Flips it up high, back with a heavy touch. Shannon lays it into some space to Lila Kim. In towards the middle, slides it to Anamana Sanchez. Back to Kim. Malia Kim up towards Sanchez. Controls after heavy first bounce. Out wide, Palsdottir touches it along to Catalanato. In swinging ball towards Morgan, heads it on. But a soft header, easily controlled by Antia Lopez Rodriguez. Good passing by Carson-Newman in its first possession. Shannon heads it towards Palsdottir. Sanchez on to Malia Kim, who goes out wide to Shannon. Sacks Offensive Player of the Week. 2 freshmen winning it for both the women's side and the men's side for Carson-Newman. Shannon with a goal and 2 assists. Oscar Davey for the men's side, 2 goals against Nova Southeastern. As it's played down the line to Sifa Morgan. Cuts back to Palsdottir into the box. With the right foot, Palsdottir off the side of the net.
Shift sooner! Get over sooner, Mia!
Palsdottir with 1 career goal came in 2023 against Bluefield State. She was looking for her second to put Carson-Newman in front 2-1. Dunking a low ball in, finds Irene Arias. Had a goal against McKendree. First of the season for Union. And Arias missed all of 2025. One of the best players for Josh Alford, was all region. Second team by both D2 CCA and the United Soccer coaches. Back and healthy in 2026. It's down the line. Into the box. Brennan Linger's shot is blocked. Cleared up ahead by Pettit. Guinness back in to apply some more pressure. Brennan Linger pokes it out wide. Erzin overlapping. With the left foot, clips it in. And Kim out to clear it. Sanchez up ahead to Lila Kim. Tries to turn away. Swiping across is Guinness, but Malia Kim now cuts in front.
Oh, no!
And it's called out for a throw-in. Simon Duffy audibly with an oh no. And another throw-in now. It's Carson-Newman's right below the press box. Pettit goes long, looking for Morgan. Goes out, and it'll be a Carson-Newman throw. And Borzitas checks on Bethany Guinness. Took that ball up high. Off the face. Olivia Shannon jousting in the corner. Sanchez lets it go out. It'll be a Carson-Newman throw. Sanchez shields it away from Arias, and it's a Carson-Newman corner upcoming. Sanchez sent the ball in that Sifa Morgan was able to jump on for the game's first goal early in the first half. Now here's one early in the second. Sends an in-swinging ball with her right foot in towards the penalty area. Headed away. It comes out to Carly Pettit. Pettit trying to go out wide and down the line. Takes it away from Brinnenlinger. Clips one in. That slices wide. And behind the cage for a goal kick. Good reaction from Arias. Handed away the corner. Guinness trying to go long. Malia Kim
Emma, get high!
reads it away.
Get high!
And now here comes Union with some chance. Eva Dutulio, excuse me. Trying to cut back. Powell's daughter read it, but a heavy touch sees it go out of bounds. And a throw in for Union. Caitlin Conway settles it into some space. Flipped in towards the box. Jackson laid it off to Blackburn. Her shot was blocked. Powell's daughter punches it ahead. Goes out wide to Lila Kim into some space. Turns away from the pressure. Her pass just off the mark to her sister Malia. Powell's daughter tracks back in that sweeper roll. Gets it over to Corbett, trying to switch up play out wide to Catalanato. Couldn't get on the other end of it. Shannon takes it away, trying to spring a chance. Played a ball into Morgan, who can't settle it down, and Guinness will retreat back to Lopez Rodriguez. Boots it out of play. Under head coach Simon Duffy, Carson-Newman is 24, 14, and 9 when tied at the half. And they're especially strong when they score the game's first goal, like they did today. A 59-5-7 record since Simon Duffy has been in charge here of this Eagles program. Powell's daughter hesitates, lost it for a moment, and now gets it back and wins a throw-in for Carson-Newman.
Sid, watch shoulder.
Powell's daughter out of Iceland, one of two senior captains for Carson-Newman, joined alongside Malia Kim. Shannon was looking for a call as she was shouldered away by Mia Duncan. Rainey heads it back towards the middle. And a good solo effort. Had possession. Goes back to her center back partner in Elena Corbett. Quick throw for Carson-Newman. And a handball is called against Paige Blackburn. Corbett was trying to go quick with the free kick. Sends it screaming into the back of Blackburn. But it comes to Carly Pettit. Goes out wide to Kim. Turns back against the grain. Looking up front towards Sifa Morgan. Wins possession to Sanchez. Clips it on to Morgan. Morgan another touch and a race. And it's won by Lopez Rodriguez. Clock stops and this head official and Derek Ambrosides quickly waving for the athletic training crew, and Colby Reed, head athletic trainer for this women's soccer program, runs off the line. Morgan being checked by Reed. Lopez Rodriguez appears to be all right. Both players seem to be fine. Both coaches in Duffy and Josh Alford looking for what the call will be. And it's going to be a corner for Carson-Newman. Or rather, it is a throw-in. So now as a throw-in, Willie Catalanato will take the throw in place of Sanchez. And goes short looking for Shannon. But Union jumps the lane, led by Brinnenlinger. Shannon finding space, charging through the midfield, looking for a threaded ball to Morgan. Kept it in along the touchline and wins a corner. Last touched by Tessa Erzin. She doesn't like the call. It is close there. Bodies tangled on top of one another. So Sanchez will have a chance from the far side. Eagles stack up at the back post. Now charge in towards the middle. Chipped in towards the middle. Shannon gets her head on it. Now it's headed on by Palsdottir towards the back post. Lila Kim goes down. And there is no call for a penalty.
What's the call?
Just a goal kick, they'll call it. Simon Duffy disagrees with the call. Looked like Kim might have caught a sweeping leg. Some pressure by the Eagles in the middle. Carly Pettit pushing way up from her wingback position. Gets possession back. Palsdottir grounds one towards Catalanato. Trying to find Sanchez in the midfield. Catalanato back. Comes to the near side. Pettit. A nice touch settles it down. Looking towards Morgan. Towards the backside.
Forward. You gotta check to the
And
ball.
it's out for a Carson-Newman throw. Eagles applying pressure. They've had some dangerous looks so far. Sanchez sees that touch bounce off her foot, but it's steered out by Mia Duncan. Another Carson-Newman throw. Back into the feet of Sanchez. It comes to Shannon. Lays it off towards Sanchez. Finds some space towards the edge of the box. A back heel to Palsdottir. Tries to clip one in towards Kim. It's redirected out by Guinness as it goes out into the coffin corner for a throw.
Get in there.
Pettit with a long throw in towards the box. Arias meets it, pops it up along the sideline, and it's another Carson-Newman throw. Feel like I've been saying that a lot as of late. Trying to play down the line. Lila Kim settles it down off to her sister Malia. Goes now to the opposite side. Finds Catalanato on a ground pass. Able to keep it in. Looking to clip it along to Sifa Morgan. Settles it in the corner. Mia Duncan pokes it out with her foot. And it's another corner upcoming for the Eagles. Fifth corner of the contest for the Eagles on the way. Sanchez has taken 3 of the first 4. She goes short. Out to Morgan. Back to Sanchez. In towards the box, towards the near post. It's clipped on, and it spins into the net. Iris Palsdottir with her second career goal puts Carson-Newman in front 2-1. Oh, captain, my captain, charging towards the Carson-Newman bench. Is able to win the race to the ball and touch it past Lopez Rodriguez. chips over her head, and all the spin on the ball goes straight in towards the net. And Carson-Newman's in front 2-1 with 32:08 left to go in this second half. Changes up front for Carson-Newman. Brooke Bolton and Josephine Olesen replace Sifa Morgan and Lila Kim. Simon Duffy looking for more, bringing two fresh forwards on. As his senior leader, Iris Palsdottir, breaks the 1-1 tie. Shannon trying to head it on to Bolton. Jockeying for position, lays it off to Carly Pettit. Back into the middle with Shannon. Sanchez lays it on a back heel to Palsdottir. Edge of the box, Palsdottir lets it rip. And it just curls wide. Looking for a brace. Beautiful ball movement from the Eagles. Palsdottir nearly made it a 2-goal advantage.
On the left shoulder!
Anamana Sanchez picks up an assist on the goal. That's her first career point.
Good, Liz. That's good, that's good, that's good.
And her first career start has provided some life in the midfield. What a touch there from Sanchez. Trying to spring a chance of Shannon. Goes out wide. And it's not able to be kept in by Tessa Erzin for Union. Coming up closely on our first hydration break of the second half. Sanchez with a lovely touch, but it's out wide. And it'll be a Union throw-in. A throw-in down the line. Blackburn trying to turn into some space, closed off by Catalinato and Rainey. And it goes out wide, and hands go up, and with 29:51, we hit our first hydration break of the second half. Carson-Newman broke a 1-1 tie as Iris Palsdottir scores her second career goal, first of the season, to make it 2-1 Carson-Newman on a beautiful cross from Anamana Sanchez. Eagles controlling here in the second half. They're looking for more. When we come back on the other side of this break on the Eagles Sports Network. Changes coming out of the first hydration break for Union after Iris Palsdottir broke a 1-1 tie, chips it over the head of Ancia Lopez Rodriguez to make it 2-1 Carson-Newman. Palsdottir's first of the year, second of her career. The captain steps up on a beautiful cross from Anamana Sanchez. Sifa Morgan with that secondary pass to set up that chance. And 4 changes coming for Union, none bigger than what's coming in cage. Delia Placey replaces Antia Lopez Rodriguez in between the pipes for the Bulldogs. As here comes a quick chance the other way. Sanchez trying to go out wide to Sanchez with a Travella-esque pass, but it's taken away and then cleared up ahead.
Hey, left foot, get home.
3 fresh attackers up front for Union. Michelle Lace-Mace Diaz is in with Patri Ardana and Chloe Roberts.
Go, Black. Come on, Black. Come on.
So 4 changes for Josh Alford in his 5th season at the helm for Union, chasing 1. They were able to get a quick equalizer back in the first half, 7 minutes after Sifa Morgan opened the scoring. But it's going to have to come from somebody else because Rebecca Jackson is not on the field. And turnover on the free kick.
Winners wide!
Remember what we said. Hey,
So Elena Corbett now on a free kick. Goes long looking for Shannon. Down to Sanchez. Into the middle. Here's Brooke Bolton turning into some space. Trying to track back, but is bumped off. Here's Ardana, one of the 4 fresh subs for Union.
protect the ball. Come on, Anna, pick up, Anna.
Step forward.
Pettit steps in the lane, takes it away from Roberts.
Go on,
Looking to go
Susie.
out wide for Olison. Pressures Duncan and evades to go into the middle and then out wide.
Up.
Union can't control on one-touch passing.
Billy.
Kendall Garber will check in, as does Lila Sims. Sims will replace Olivia Shannon, and Garber will come in place of Lily Catalanato. 2 freshmen come out, and another freshman comes in along with the senior in Garber. Playing in her 51st game in a Carson-Newman uniform. Made her 50th career appearance against Montevallo over the weekend. Powell's daughter out wide. Finds Pettit. Pressured and turns back to Kendall Garber.
Make her go backward.
Up to Sanchez. Turning into space, delaying, hesitating, and Arias takes it away. Spins into some space, but Olison right there to meet her. Carson-Newman throw as Rainey goes quickly into Powell's daughter, trying to spur a chance in the midfield. Goes to Brooke Bolton. Sells it down, goes out wide. Now Lila Sims on an overlapping run. Sims clips it back post. Powell's daughter's there, but can't settle it down. And her attempt goes looping into the Berktar Stadium concourse. Connie Herron will check in and replace Anamata Sanchez. So change in the midfield for Simon Duffy. Sanchez has had some good stuff today. Primary assist on the goal for Iris Powell's daughter that broke a 1-1 tie here in the second half. A threaded ball outside. Erzin trying to go back towards the middle. Corbett slides across and sends it into the stands where many fans have umbrellas to try and keep themselves shaded as best they can amid this heat. Sub coming for Union, Isla Butte will replace Brinley Linenbringer. 93 degrees outside. Real feel above 100. And when you're playing on turf like it is here at McCowan Field, it probably feels even hotter. I am not envious of players out there, although it's a little toasty in the press box as well. Mainly because Andrew Rogers has a window open next to me. So, focusing back on the field of play. Two sides battling for possession in the midfield. And they go down the line. Rainey turns it away, who's transitioned into a wing-back position with the sub of Garber for Catalanato. That is where Rainey started the first 2 games this season, was out wide defensively. Has done a good job and is adaptable to be able to play either as a wing-back or center back. As the ball comes into the box looking for Ardana, it's over her head and it's out for a Carson-Newman goal kick. Tessa Erzin with a decent ball in as Union is chasing an equalizer here in the second half. Powell's-Daughter turns back to Carly Pettit and retreats all the way back to Corbett. Goes up front to Lila Sims, a nice touchdown. Brooke Bolton finds Powell's-Daughter in the middle. Back to Malia Kim, who's making her 50th career appearance in a Carson-Newman uniform. A beautifully lofted through ball to Olason, but it has some backspin and doesn't get to her. Or excuse me, that's Emma Rainey. And Rainey now wins possession back into the box. Down to Olason. A half volley on the right foot, it goes just wide.
Emma! Excellent! Hey!
And Placey has to have her first reaction.
Back to normal. Josephine, well done. Sims, excellent. Maybe get it started here.
Olason, a freshman out of
All right, quality needs to be shining here.
Joring, Denmark. Can really play any position. Can play up front, can play in the midfield, and can even play defensively. Played 31 minutes against Montevallo and had her first career shot. Played a good bit professionally in Denmark before making her way to Carson-Newman. As Sims turns into some opportunity. Carly Pettit steps in and trips up Ardana. That will set up a free kick for Union.
Turn, Sims, turn! Watch here, Brooke, follow, yeah, follow.
Just trips up Ardana. Guinness on the free kick. Loops it into the box. Rainey will usher that ball out of bounds. Sub on the way for Union. Tessa Erzin will come out, and in comes Faith Chatraw. Takes over in that wing-back position up along the far side. Carson-Newman playing from the back as Kim finds Connie Herron. Pokes it out wide to Sims. Trying to push it up ahead to Olason. She's able to get on the other end of it. Olason into the box, and off her line comes Placey. Dives on top of it and stunts a chance for Carson-Newman.
Watch the bounce! In the air if we can!
Placey punts that ball up across the midfield stripe. Lace Mace Diaz down. Heavy touch from Arias. And a push in the midfield wins a free kick for Carson-Newman. Lace Mace Diaz off of Connie Herron takes it quickly and goes out wide to Emma Rainey, who's been able to spring a couple of chances for the Eagles in this second half. Heavy touch, and Olesen jumps in front of one. Pettit looking for Sims, shielding possession. Olesen can't settle it. Lofted ball clipped back, and Rainey steers it to her netminder and Henry. Goes back out wide to Rainey. Sends it forward towards Olesen. Deflects it towards Sims. And back into Malia Kim in the midfield. Finds Connie Herron in a pocket of space. Ball rolls up her leg and she can't hold it steady. Palsdotter pinching forward, applying more pressure for Carson-Newman. Olesen takes a hit. Wasn't able to hold it. There's Chatraw. Turns on the line. It's out for a Carson-Newman throw.
Give base support. Tell our center backs to give us support.
Possession still remaining the same. 52% for Carson-Newman to 48 for Union. Lily Catalanato will come in. She replaces Malia Kim in the midfield. Kim's been on the pitch the entire time up until this point. Rainey touches it to Herron in some space. A right-footed cross towards the near post. Easily handled by Plessy. Plessy drop kicks a booming punt forward. Chested down by Roberts. Henry, quick off her line. Smacks it into the stands, and it's a throw-in. Taken quickly by Union. Rainey jumps the lane. Pokes it back into the midfield. Catalanato lobs it back towards Mia Duncan, where Union will go all the way back. With 17:30 left to go in this second half. A 2-1 Carson-Newman lead after Iris Palsdotter's goal here in the second half. Corbett slides across, and it's out for a Union throw. Goal came at the 57-59 mark. In the course of this contest for Palsdotter to put the Eagles in front 2-1. Comes out wide to Ardana off a ricochet. Trying to work her way past Pettit. Puts it in towards the box. Palsdotter is there to meet it and send it up towards Olesen. Pettit and Ardana battle. No call as Ardana sweeps one into the box. Garber kicks it away and comes to Pettit along the line. She can't keep it in. Foul is called, and a chance coming for Union rather. Lace Mace Diaz bumped by Kendall Garber. On a free kick coming out wide in the final third for Union.
Front! Come on, defend!
Ball comes into the back post. It's down on the carpet and cleared away by Carson-Newman. Throw-in taken quickly. Nearing that second hydration break. Palsdotter finds some space here. Sims trying to spring a chance for Brooke Bolton. Sydney back step for step with her. Guides it back to her goalkeeper. Catalanato heads it down. Carly Pettit racing towards the line. Boots it out as we hit the hydration break with 15 minutes even left to go in the second half. Powell's Daughters' goal still the difference, a 2-1 edge for Carson-Newman over Union. With 15 minutes to go, the Eagles looking to get back in the win column. Union trying to avoid an 0-3 start for the first time since 2021. Back with more after this on the Eagle Sports Network. "15 minutes to go here from McCowan Field at Wayne and Beth Harvey Stadium. On the campus of Carson-Newman University, it's a 2-1 lead for Carson-Newman over Union in this midweek battle with Union from the Gulf South. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagle Sports Network. Changes coming for both sides out of the final hydration break in this second half. Carson-Newman trying to get back in the win column. They fell 4-1 over the weekend to Montevallo. Union, meanwhile, trying to avoid an 0-3 spell to begin the season for the first time since 2021. Lila Kim has checked in, as has Sifa Morgan up front. Lila Sims stays in the midfield. Ava Rose has taken out the place of Emma Rainey on the wing. Starting front three back in for Union. Here's a chance for Paige Blackburn. Ava Rose tracking back. Blackburn trying to turn onto that right foot. Closed off by Garber. Gets the foot in. Sims overruns it, but is able to poke it back towards the midfield. Morgan pushed from behind by Duncan, and that will win a free kick for Carson-Newman. Rebecca Jackson, Paige Blackburn, and Ava Dutulio has come back in for Union. Long free kick ball up ahead. Sims heads it towards the box. Dutulio trying to turn away from Rose. Does a good job to get a foot in. Possession back to Lila Sims and Carson-Newman, who's had a good second half. Back to Lila Kim, who returns it to Lila Sims. Going to let it go from distance, and it's just wide.
Hey, all right with that.
Telia Placey, who's replaced Antia Lopez Rodriguez in net. With a good reaction. Looked like she was going to be able to meet that if it were on target. It's not strange to see these changes, especially in goal. It's something that Josh Alford and Union has done through the first two games this season. Lopez Rodriguez has started the first two, but Placey has closed those first two as Corbett heads it back towards Henry. Up ahead to Catalanato. Out wide to Pettit.
Check down, Connie!
Catalanato, calm under pressure. Steers it towards Kendall Garber, who goes up the line to Ava Rose. Back in towards Garber, a heavy touch, but she's able to meet it and find Connie Herron. Another touch on Lila Kim, and here comes Connie Herron down the line. Waiting on reinforcements in towards the middle. It's back to Lila Sims. Powell's daughter takes it away, and it's back to Catalanato. Out wide again to Rose. Threads it down the line. Morgan gets on the end of it. Trying to turn past Duncan. Has a good read on it, and it curls up the line. Now here comes Union. Charging forward, it's Blackburn. A through ball along the ground to Dutalio. With a left-footed cross, Garber sweeps across.
Come on, Connie! Hey!
Cries for a handball from Carson-Newman. They don't get it.
See it out.
A race to the corner, and that ball will go out for a throw-in. Olivia Shannon and Malia Kim return to the pitch. They replace Iris Powell's daughter and Lila Sims. Powell's daughter, the hero so far with that go-ahead goal at the 57-59 mark in this contest. Long throw-in headed out by Union, and so Carson-Newman slowly marches upfield with 11 minutes left to go in the second half. Looking to get off to a 2-1 start in the non-conference before South Atlantic Conference play gets going this weekend with a trip to Hickory to take on the 8th-ranked Lenorine Bears. Sifa Morgan pinballs it off a Union defender in Paige Blackburn. As Carly Pettit will go short to Malia Kim. Lila Kim back towards Elena Corbin. It will go all the way back to Olivia Henry. Catalanato with a long through ball looking for Ava Rose, and she's able to get on the end of it. Pass to Sifa Morgan is not there, but Connie Herron steps through in the midfield. Trying to play it across to Olivia Shannon. Carson-Newman just looking for that extra pass.
AC, good. Penny, good. Hey, Lily, that was awesome. Come on, we're playing. Safer!
Amanda Valadares has checked in, replaces Carly Pettit. Just a quick sub from right under our nose.
Yes, see!
That's a fresh winger out there for Carson-Newman defensively. Olivia Shannon trying to jockey her way into some space. Mia Duncan holds, turns out wide to Erzin, and it's off of Lila Kim. Erzin with a long throw in, comes to Paige Blackburn with a step on Ava Rose, waiting for the run of Jackson. Corbett slides across and blocks the pass, but Blackburn able to stay with it. Garber puts it out wide, and Corbett tries to push it up ahead to Shannon. Arias looking for a threaded ball. Goes straight to the waiting arms of Olivia Henry. Or excuse me, that was Valadares that actually was able to come across and stop Paige Blackburn. Kim chests it down in the midfield.
It's all right. Give her an angle. Check.
Carson-Newman trying to hold possession here and hold on to a 2-1 win.
Come on, complete the
Pass
pass.
is
Come on.
too high for Ava Rose. As Tessa Erzin just trying to get as much as she can up along the line. But Derek Ambrositas didn't like it. Guides her back. As Shannon comes into possession along the midfield line. Back to Valadares and into the middle with Kim. Returns to Valadares. Shannon turning. Retreats back to Elena Corbett. Lila Kim. Back to Corbett. Up ahead to Valadares. A nice touch into some space. Catalanato now springs it up ahead to Valadares. Trying to win the race, but Guinness meets it. Pulls back.
Good job, Bethany. Good job, Bethany.
Watch her going, watch her going.
Corbett steps in front of a one-touch pass to Blackburn. And now Shannon gets a foot in to flex it out.
Drop.
6:50 and counting left to go in this second half. Union still chasing one. Mace Diaz has come back in.
Get it down.
Shannon pops it forward.
Relax your ball, Amanda.
Off the foot of
Drop in.
Linenbringer.
More. Yep.
Yeah. Quickly. Really take it. Come on.
Union gets possession back, looking for a quick throw-in. Linenbringer lofts it forward. Valadares steals possession. Along the ground, Lila Kim out in front. And a takeaway. Rebecca Jackson into some space. Dutalo goes low, and Henry swallows it up.
Let's go, wide.
Dutalio with some space, looking for that tying goal. And Olivia Henry with the quick reactions. Coming up with a big save. Foul is called, and Union gets possession back as Olivia Henry makes save number 4 on the contest. Coming off a career high 7 against Montevallo over the weekend. Sydney Beck will be the one to take this free kick, looking to get this in towards the box. A host of black jerseys guarded by Carson-Newman. Ball bounces at the penalty area. Goes all the way back for a goal kick. Amanda Sanchez and Iris Powellsdottir will replace Lily Catalanato and Lila Kim. A 2-1 edge for Carson-Newman. Under 5 minutes to go. Sanchez didn't get it, but now a lobbed ball by Malia Kim, settled by Sifa Morgan. Bursting into some space, a left-footed shot catches a deflection, and Placey scoops it up.
First and second.
Another booming punt forward. Olivia Shannon heads it down. Back out wide to Linenbringer. Down the line with a pocket of space. Linenbringer in towards the box. Settled down by Dutulio. Malia Kim reads it and goes to Anamana Sanchez. Out to Powellsdottir. Looking for that long through ball to Morgan. Duncan blocks the lane.
Come on, Anna, come and help. See, get away from her. Don't be standing beside. Come on, Anna.
Anamana Sanchez trying to get a foot in. Beck able to control and turn away.
Good, winners.
Valadares pops it forward. Shannon battles, and Malia Kim is rewarded possession. Sanchez touches it along, and here's Connie Herron. Angling towards the corner. Waits for Shannon. Looking to go out wide to Shannon, but it is blocked by Mia Duncan. She kicks it out for another Carson-Newman throw-in. Valadares will take the throw-in.
Ava, tuck in closer to Kenny, please.
Patiently strolling down the line, trying to work as much clock as possible. Shannon with strong control. Lindenbringer forces to kick it out.
Everything away. Non-existent.
Malia Kim down the line to Shannon. Turns on to her right foot. Able to hold on to possession. Shannon sidesteps a couple. Into the box comes Olivia Shannon. Still with it. Back towards Heron. Her shot is blocked.
Great job!
Work back!
With just over 2 minutes to go,
Come on, boy!
Ava Dutalio plays a through ball up to Jackson. Garber sliding across. Bumps Jackson.
Yes, Kenny!
And Kendall Garber with beautiful positioning. Gives Jackson no angle.
Stop the clock! Ref! Kendall! Excellent!
Let's go! 1, 2 minutes!
A goal kick for Carson-Newman coming. 1:45, clock ticking down. Elena Corbett, or excuse me, it is Elena Corbett that will take the goal kick. Into Sanchez. Malia Kim with space. Turns against the grain. Beck takes it away. Gets past Palsdottir. Back into some space. Her through ball meets nobody except Olivia Henry. Just over a minute to go. Henry rolls it to Heron. A one-touch pass to Palsdottir. Goes to Sifa Morgan. 2-on-2. Morgan holding. Out wide to Malia Kim. Under a minute to go in this second half.
Good there.
Girl, I'm on there. Come on.
Valadares
Come on, work back.
pushes it back.
Come on, Maria, come on. Push it.
Arias lobs it over the top. Henry meets it. Trying to
Big one.
milk away these final 32 seconds. Punts it high into the air. Mace Diaz with a nice touch. Ava Rose tracking back into some space. A shot from distance, and it's controlled by Henry. That was a shot from Caitlin Conway. 10 seconds to go. Henry rolls it out in front. Puts it in the air, and Carson-Newman gets back in the win column on a second half goal from Iris Palsdottir. And it's a 2-1 final for the Eagles, topping Union. Iris Palsdottir, the hero with that second half goal at the 57-59 mark. A 2-1 final for Carson-Newman. Answer back after a loss to Montevallo, and they improved to 2-1-0 on the season, heading into SAC play this weekend to take on a top 10 team in Lenore-Rhine. We'll have highlights from this contest when we come back after this on the Eagle Sports Network. Carson-Newman picks up a 2-1 win over Union to improve to 2-1-0 on the season. As for Union, they fall to 0-3-0. First time they're 0-3 to start the year since 2021. Iris Pallasdottir was the hero as we take a look back at today's contest. Carson-Newman outshot Union 17-9. 10 of those coming on cage to Union 6. 8 saves for this collective Union group of Antilla Lopez-Rodriguez and Delia Placey. 5 saves for Olivia Henry. Fouls were even 5 apiece, but the edge came in the corners department. 5 corners for Carson-Newman, none for Union. Both of Carson-Newman's goals came off of corners in this eventual 2-1 win. As we take a look back through the highlights in today's contest. Highly anticipated affair between these two sides. Third all-time meeting, tied at 1 apiece. Home teams have won all of them, and trend continued. It started early. Sifa Morgan, the party starter, off of a corner to put Carson-Newman in front 1-0. And then it was Union that answered back. Rebecca Jackson able to chip one over the head of Olivia Henry. And it was tied 1-1 going into the half. Sifa Morgan had an opportunity later, a header, but then it was Iris Pallasdottir meeting the cross of Anamana Sanchez. Pops it up over the head of Lopez Rodriguez, and it spins into the back of the net. Give Carson-Newman a 2-1 lead and an eventual 2-1 win to get back in the win column. Loaded week ahead, loaded action ahead here from McCowan Field. Up next, you don't want to go anywhere. 5 o'clock start between Carson-Newman men's soccer, now ranked number 19 in the country. They'll take on Trevecca Nazarene. Andrew Rogers will have the call with you on the Eagle Sports Network. Tomorrow at 6, Carson-Newman football returns to Berkstar Stadium. They'll take on NAIA opponent Thomas at 6 p.m. Cross country begins its season this weekend. Volleyball then heads on the road. They will be in Augusta, Georgia, where they'll take on Shorter and USC Aiken on September 4th. That is on Friday. That's what lies ahead here on the banks of Mossy Creek, but that will do it for us here on the Eagle Sports Network. Carson-Newman picks up a 2-1 win for my producer Ian Johnson and my replay director Jay West. Our camera operators, I'm Matt Scalzo saying so long from McCowan Field. Carson-Newman winners 2-1 over Union. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday afternoon.